How General Electric started, grew, and became a $66 billion company. General Electric Company started as a merger of Thomas Edison General Electric Company and Charles Coffin's Thomas Houston Electric Company in 1892 and is a worldwide multi-industry company with specialties in health, power, transportation, oil and gas, and so on. General Electric is ranked as the 18th biggest company among the Fortune 500 in the United States by gross revenue in 2018. How General Electric started. The Edison General Electric Company was formed from a merger of Thomas Edison's 4 other electrical ventures in 1889. Since his invention of the first commercial light bulb in 1979, Edison sought the development of a system for electricity generation and distribution. But so did his competitor, the Thomas Houston Electric Company, after their founding in 1979. Both companies succeeded in their endeavors, but with different approaches in mid to late 1880s. When Edison's direct current supply system had a weakness, Thomas Houston Electric Company did not hesitate to exploit it. In 1882, Edison patented his direct current supply system and switched on power. But his system had a flaw. The longer the distance that the electricity supplied, the lower the voltage. As a result, power plants had to be located within 1.6 kilometers or 2 miles from each other. Thus, the system became ideal for densely populated areas like Lower Manhattan, but unsuitable and impractical for rural communities that were far apart. Unfortunately, these communities comprised the major gap in the market, a major gap Charles Coffin and the Thomas Houston Electric Company literally exploited through their alternating current AC system. The AC system overwhelmed Edison's DC system through the use of overhead high voltage power lines that spanned distances and could be stepped down by a transformer for electric distribution to communities. Despite Edison's anti-AC sentiments, his stakeholders were not impressed with Edison General Electric Company performance so far, and thus they urged Edison's financier J.P. Morgan to engineer a merger with the Thomas Houston Electric Company. This merger in 1892 gave birth to what is now known as the General Electric Company. How General Electric expanded. In 1900s, General Electric built an industrial research laboratory where its in-house scientists would produce countless numbers of its future products. The laboratory would go on to produce some of the biggest lines of electrical goods in the world, and through the General Electric and Hotpoint appliance brands, it will become one of the largest sellers of different kinds of home appliances. In 1927, a Swedish-American electric engineer in General Electric, Ernest Alexanderson, showcased the first demonstration of television broadcast in his home in New York. By January 1928, he was able to make the first broadcast to the public in the US on General Electric's W2XAD channel. The broadcast was viewed in the homes of 4 General Electric executives through their 1.5 square inch screens. The W2XAD channel eventually evolved into WRGB until 1983. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, consumers shunned one of General Electric's products such as the light bulbs and refrigerators, among others, in a bid to protest the company's involvement in the production of nuclear weapons. In 1914, when World War I started, General Electric ventured into the field of aviation under aviation engineer Sanford Alexandra Moss, who was the first to use turbo superchargers, devices that increased the internal combustion engine's efficiency and power output in aircrafts. The superchargers were continuously developed all through the period between World War I and II, and they became indispensable in the time just before World War II. General Electric was eventually selected to develop the United States' first jet engine during the war, when it supplied 300,000 turbo superchargers that were used in fighter and bomber jets. The experience the company gained from this endeavor resulted in its selection to advance the Whittle W1 engines that the US showcased in 1941. From then onward, General Electric will grow to become one of the world's greatest engine producers, diverting from Rolls-Royce plc, a British company. By 1960s, General Electric had become a big company on par with IBM, Honeywell, and Brooks, and so on, and had produced a line of general and special purpose computers such as the GE200, GE4010, and the DataNet 355 message switching computers that were used as front-end processors in the company's mainframe computers. A new computer, the DataNet 500, was also designed, but it was never sold. Despite General Electric is the first business in the world to own a computer, and its appliance manufacturing plant was the first non-governmental location to host one, the company sold its computer division to Honeywell in 1970, although it maintained its time-sharing operations for a few years after. General Electric in recent years. In 2000, United Technologies Corporation arranged to purchase Honeywell, but General Electric got in the way by proposing a counter-offer that was approved by Honeywell. 1 year later, the European Union, a political and economic union consisting of 28 member states based in Europe, issued a statement to prevent the proposed acquisition of Honeywell by General Electric on the grounds that it would create or strengthen dominant positions on several markets, and that the remedies proposed by GE were insufficient to resolve the competition concerns resulting from the proposed acquisition of Honeywell. In 2002, Enron Wind had become the only surviving United States manufacturer of big wind turbines, but it was going bankrupt, so General Electric stepped in and bought the wind power assets of the company. General Electric went on to increase the engineering and supplies for what had now become the wind division and doubled its annuals to $1.2 billion by the next year. 6 years after this, in 2009, General Electric would acquire Scanwind, a Norwegian manufacturing company that produced wind turbines. In 2004, General Electric purchased 80% of Universal Pictures, an American film studio, from Vivendi, a French mass media conglomerate headquartered in Paris. When Vivendi went on to buy 20% of NBC and expanded into NBC Universal, General Electric ended up owning 80% of the new company as well. In May 2007, Smiths Aerospace was acquired by General Electric for $4.8 billion, and it was renamed as GE Aviation Systems. That same year, the oil and gas subsidiary of General Electric purchased Vetco Gray for $1.9 billion, after which the company went on to buy Hydro Pressure and Control for $1.1 billion the next year. In 2008, the plastics division of General Electric was sold to SABIC, Saudi Arabia Basic Industries Corporation. By May of the same year, General Electric announced its intention to explore options to dispose the majority of its consumer and industrial business. On December 3, 2009, NBC Universal agreed to a joint venture between General Electric and Comcast, an American global telecommunications conglomerate, with Comcast possessing the controlling interest in the company, while General Electric will have a 49% stake with the intention of buying out the remaining shares from Vivendi. Vivendi eventually sold its 20% shares in NBC Universal to General Electric for $5.8 billion. In April 2013, the oil-field pump maker Lufkin Industries was bought by General Electric for $2.98 billion. In 2014, General Electric had plans to buy the global power division of Alstom, a French engineering company, for about $13 billion. However, two companies, Siemens and Mitsubishi Heavy Industries (MHI), came together to propose a rival bid where Siemens was looking to buy Alstom's gas turbine business for €3.9 billion, and Mitsubishi Heavy Industries wanted to join Siemens in making use of the turbines while adding a €3.1 billion cash investment. General Electric was forced to increase its bid to $17 billion, and the Alstom board accepted the offer. This acquisition will pave the way to the opening of General Electric's Global Operations Center in Ohio. As of December 2018, General Electric has over 313,000 employees worldwide with estimated net worth upwards of $66 billion. Thank you for watching our videos. We'd like to give you another interesting video for you to enjoy next. But before then, our team will be very happy if you can like this video and share it with your friends on social media. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Look at your screen now to see 2 other videos we handpicked for you to enjoy next. We love you.